Well, isn't that interesting? Well, apparently the IRS did in fact share lots and lots of paperwork with the White House. Is this not a major story? Is this not a major issue? As the Las Vegas Review-Journal points out, back in February, Obama said the apparent targeting of conservative organizations by the IRS was not illegal or politically motivated, but the result of, some boneheaded decisions, his quote, and that not even a smidgen of corruption was at play. A few months and developments later, President's words are even less believable than they were then. First, nonprofit watchdog group Cause of Action filed a Freedom of Information Act request for documents from the IRS indicating the agency had been sharing individuals' private tax data with the White House. Anybody care? The group was trying to obtain information proving the existence of an independent investigation into alleged unauthorized access to the Koch brothers' tax returns by former White House senior economics advisor Austin Goolsbee. So when the agency dragged its feet and ultimately denied the request, Cause of Action sued. A judge ruled in Cause of Action's favor, ordering the IRS to turn over all the documents by December 1. What's today? It's December 8th. What happened? They're so busy getting that torture report together, they just don't have time to expose themselves. Despite the court order, the IRS has continued to stonewall, refusing to share the requested records. While the Treasury Inspector General for Tax Administration claimed initially the IRS would comply and turn over more than 2,000 pages of documents, it abruptly reneged, saying in a letter to Cause of Action on December 1 that, yes, they did indeed have 2,043 pages of documents relating to the FOIA request, but that Cause of Action couldn't see them due to federal privacy laws. Yes, only Obama and his cronies could see them. Only the Democrats pushing for this in the Senate like Carl Levin could see them. Otherwise, it's private, don't you know? So if you're seeking score at home, the IRS claimed that turning over the documents would be an invasion of privacy, despite the fact the agency already invaded that privacy by having the documents in the first place. These new developments highlight a very cozy and in all likelihood very much illegal relationship between the Obama administration and the IRS. When this matter first broke as a result of Landmark Legal Foundation's complaint to the IG over there at the Treasury Department, I said then on the air to you, yes, the Obama White House is involved in this. This was way too widespread, way too politically tactical for just a handful of bureaucrats in Cincinnati or even in Washington to be behind this. The White House is behind this. It's still behind it, in my humble opinion. What exactly was the White House doing with more than 2,000 pages of documents containing private tax data of various Americans? This isn't a conspiracy, ladies and gentlemen. This is a fact. Is the IRS helping the Obama administration go after the dark money groups the president and his party have long condemned? And what are we to make of the fact that as many as 30,000 supposedly destroyed emails from former IRS exempt organizations director Lois Lerner have suddenly turned up? Poof, there they are. Where were they? I thought we got rid of all those. Didn't we throw the hard drives in the Potomac River? What's going on here? Emails from January 2009 through June 2011, the time period during which the IRS was ramping up its conservative targeting efforts. See, folks, the Soviet Union isn't dead. It's being reestablished right here in the United States of America. You know, with the racist cops and not enough illegal aliens and, a police state is not to be accepted at the local level, only at the federal level. Don't militarize police forces, just militarize the Department of Education. Yeah, that's it. And don't, by the way, ask about all those bullets they're buying at the federal level. You'll be a kook. Oh, you must be a kook. Does the IRS just have really bad luck with computers? Are those in charge of finding the emails incompetent? Or is there something more coordinated and corrupt going on, asks the Las Vegas Review-Journal editorial page. And if so, how much did Obama know about it? He didn't know anything. He's very, very busy, the man. Stoking riots, that sort of thing. When Obama took office, he swore that his would be the most transparent presidency in history. But his administration's hostility regarding actual transparency, as well as the free press, remains alarming and unacceptable. All the requested IRS records need to be made public. If the Obama administration, the IRS won't do it, then the Republican-led Congress needs to push for hearings. Now that's funny. That's funny. I get right to the end, fine right there except for the last half sentence. They're going to hold hearings in Congress, and I'm sure Obama's wetting himself. He's quaking in his boots. Hearings in Congress, what shall I do? Ignore them? I think I will. The E word, the I word, the S word, all the words, they're off the table. No power of the purse. You heard McConnell. I want to demonstrate, You heard McConnell, yes. I want to demonstrate we can govern in a bipartisan fashion. Ladies and gentlemen, honest to God, I never thought in my lifetime that we'd have a story based on fact that the White House had access to more than 2,000 pages of documents containing private tax data of various Americans or groups, and nobody would give an S. Nobody would care. That's truly stunning. It's truly incredible. Instead, we're busy chasing liberals and their agenda. And tomorrow it's torture. Oh my God, we tortured Islamo-Nazi terrorists. And my guess is the vast majority of you don't give a you-know-what.